Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. Looks like it's working. Let's mute. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Thanks for waiting. It's something with the interface. I couldn't find the go live button. Every week, a new thing to understand. But I'm so happy to have. Looks like Liz is here. Jocelyn, thank you so much for joining me and working with me together through the technology bumps. I think retrograde is coming. I don't know if anybody else does. Share with me on that. But I always have an intense amount of technology problems leading up to it. Not when it, yes, during it, but leading up. So I guess I will spare you the details about yesterday with authenticating my domain. It's a whole thing. Welcome. And to start off, I am assuming you can hear me, Jocelyn, based on your message. Learning. We are always learning. And if you're hyper or highly sensitive, neurodivergent, empath like me, technology, it's not that we can't figure it out. That's not it. It just always seems to go wonky. Anyway, I am happy to have you here. It helps me know that I'm live, so I don't have to go look on another device. So this week, what I wanted to do to kick off something a little different, now that we have a little momentum going in this space, every week I pick a collective card, and I want to do a check-in. So the check-in is, what was last week's card? Last week's card was baby steps. And I'm getting better with the camera too. As you can see in baby steps, it's this like cliff here with, actually there's 3 images of that person in here. This one, and then finally this person. So it's like this evolution. Speaking of learning, that's what learning's all about. I this morning had a little flashback, and that helped me see what I've learned. Not to make me go back into a place of, sadness or reflecting on a bad memory. It was more like, see, this is something you've outgrown, basically. So we're always learning. But last week, baby steps was what I thought was interesting. And I want to check in with anyone who's been here, who's seen the collective message. When you come to this, check in with yourself about, how did this card guide you last week on a collective level? So what I thought was interesting about this card specifically was it was talking about action and following your intuition before it makes sense. Sometimes intuition feels like it's not something we can do action on, to me. And the words baby steps always means to me slow, and action means fast. So all of these things kind of played on me last week, as I could see following my intuition is helping support me in my business and in my life. And part of that means taking it slow, making sure I'm resting, drinking tea instead of coffee all the time. So that's my check-in moment. If you want to share, like maybe the collective message wasn't a fit for you, or maybe now you can see how that was working on you, go ahead and share in the comments. But I know that we get inundated with a lot of information out there, and then we never go back to it. And like baby steps, information is just information unless we act on it or use it, that's action. But so I'd like to also use this place as a way to reflect on last week's collective card. Next up, last week's live was an hour long. That's not my intention here. So there might be some adjustments I have to make. Today, the one adjustment I'm going to make is with the meditation. If you want to do a longer version of what I'm doing today, flip back to any of the other lives. It's not to say that it's not as meaningful. The meditation literally grounds my energy before I read the cards, and it helps anyone in the live arrive to this place in the live or who watches the replay. But we can do a mini version of that. So let's do that now. If you are ready, I notice I forgot my glasses today, so you're getting me. I've also changed around my office a little bit better because the windows were kind of distracting. I don't know. I'm always open to feedback, so let me know. I'm going to take a quick sip of this tea. And while I do so, get, maybe a blanket or a comfy pillow, and I just want you to relax. Close your eyes. Sometimes I hold a crystal in my hand. Usually it's an amethyst. I don't teach anything about crystals, but what I do know is amethyst is a very grounding crystal. And I like to always have one nearby, especially when I'm going to be in kind of chaotic spaces. But I love to bring it in my sessions as well. So in this place, I'd like you to close your eyes and just take 3 deep breaths with me. Taking a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Here comes the second one. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, dropping it all the way into your stomach. And then on the release, let any tension you might be holding in your body out. On this last breath, I want you to pull in as much air as you can. Really deeply breathe in. Bring it all as far down into your body as you can. Go as far as your feet if you can. And now release all that tension or any other places that have tension. Let it all out. And in this mini version of our meditation, I'm just going to ask you to drop your awareness to your feet and feeling those sensations there. Envision Mother Earth's light. It could be blue, white, green, whatever color comes up. That light is glowing below your feet and is looking for an invitation. Invite that light to travel into your body. And once you do, it swiftly moves up through your legs, into the core of your body, up into your chest and into your shoulders, down your arms and into your hands, traveling up your back and into your throat, moving all the way up into your face and in the back of your head, all the way up to the top of your head. And you should feel grounded and supported by this energy. And using that same imagination, see a bright, bold beam of light that is pure white light shining down and hovering over your head. And this light represents the divine light of Source, all there is, God, Goddess. Invite that light to travel into your body. And once you do, travels down into your head, into your throat, your shoulders, your back, your arms, your hands, into your chest, your heart, your core, your hips, your legs, your knees, your shins, all the way down to your feet. Feel this pure light coursing through your veins. It's a clear, pure energy, rejuvenating, illuminating. and it can feel like home. And now we are in this space together. I'm going to invite a sacred circle, creating safety around us, inviting all light beings, archangels, ascended masters, our guided loved ones, and guardian angels, all angels. Well, interesting. Bring us together in this space. I'll say why I was saying interesting. I wasn't going to use these cards, so they just kind of came into my hands. More in a minute. So you can open your eyes now. And Liz and Jocelyn, if you are still here with me, let me know if you'd like me to take a card for you. Though Jocelyn and Liz, you both are on my list today. So get a reading anyway. So a little funny thing about this deck, I brought it down to my office today. This was a gift, and I don't normally work with these cards. No big deal. It's just my energy isn't in them. But when I opened my eyes and I wasn't really looking, I grabbed these cards. So I'm going to use them for the collective today. And I'm going to go with my other ones for the readings. Great. So the cards that I'm using today for the collective is Healing with the Angels. And I kept talking about the angels at the end of that meditation or when I did the sacred circle. So I guess they want to tell us something. Whenever you want. Some people are arriving home, so I might just need to get up for a second. 1 second. And back. Oh, I'm hearing really loud, that top card. So I stopped and I'm grabbing the top card. Here is the collective card for today. This is our message. Forgiveness. There, you probably can see it better now. The shiny cards make it a little more tough. There's an angel sitting on this stone, and she's really, the look on her face is very striking to me. It's saying, there's some sadness and something that's been going on for a while. And I'm actually going to grab the card book because, like I said, I don't use them very often. I hear it's a collective call to forgive those who have done us wrong. And on another individual level for our collective, the people who come to this live, so my friends here, they're with me, but anyone who watches the replay or in the community, there are some individual meanings to this. And as I'm looking, I'm hearing more. It's a sadness. It feels very close, and it feels almost familial, like a family member. So that might be specific to one person in the audience. Sometimes we mix up forgiveness as acceptance, but that's not what forgiveness is about. It's releasing both members in the situation, in particular yourself. So you might be beating yourself up in this particular situation. This is the card's meaning is let go of anger and resentment and feel yourself healed. You don't need to forgive the action, just the person, so that you can be at peace. It's sometimes when we're held in that chamber of anger, we can't move forward. And by forgiving ourselves and all the people in it, we are released and we can move forward. So forgiveness does not mean what you did is okay to me. It simply means I'm no longer willing to carry around pain in response to your actions. When we hold unforgiveness in our hearts, We only punish ourselves. Your angels will help you release unforgiveness if you will just ask for their assistance. So, wow, powerful message this week. Let me know if that resonates to anybody in the audience. And I am going to move on to the deck that I meant to use. It's all charged up and ready to go. I think I will start with Jocelyn, and it's simply because of the order in which you guys asked in the community. What am I talking about? Anybody else who shows up here? I have a free Facebook community called Intuitive Entrepreneurs Playground. And here, anyone who's in the community can ask ahead of time for their card. Thanks, Jocelyn. I'm glad that it spoke to you. And I'm going to be starting with you. So, oh, great, Liz, too. She's been doing that recently. I have too. And I mentioned at the top of this video that I had like a little flashback of a situation in my life, and it showed me something, but also it also invited me to forgive those people involved. Jocelyn, if you would, just close your eyes with me as I bless these cards and connect with your energy. Just in your mind, I want you to clear your mind of any thoughts, if you can, and be very focused on the question that you want these cards to answer for you. Keeping in mind, yes and no is very difficult for cards to do. So using a more open-ended question. What do you need me? What is important for me to know? What are my next steps? Things like that. And also keeping in mind the situation. Oh, you're using my cord cutting. I haven't used that in a while. That's good to know, Liz. She'll bring that out again. Okay. Whenever I'm unclear about a card, I just check in, and this card was kind of sitting in an interesting way. So this is the card for you, Jocelyn. Today it is the Hawk Prince. Spirit communication, paying attention. It's and the deck I'm using is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms with Colette Baron-Reed. The image is striking. I love this card, I have to say. So you might have had some communication recently, some downloads. They're asking you to pay attention, and it's like there's already an angel number there for you. I'm a big fan of 1111, so I'm pointing it out for me as well. You can see almost like he's looking up and he's getting a lot of information. He's the Hawk Prince. Also, you might be able to see a few of the hawks that are around him. This is a shamanistic infused deck. So eagle is one of the highest totems to get. Anyway, I'm a ruling number 11. Is that astrology that you're talking about there? I'm just starting to dabble into astrology. Love it. Love that 11 means something. So what I'm really hearing is paying attention more. You are getting not just downloads, you're getting signs like 1111 and numerology. Okay, that's totally different. Thank you, Jocelyn. I wonder what that means. I would be interested to learn more. What does a rolling 11 mean? Yeah, paying attention. So there's been some things being dropped literally in your path. Like I was going to say one thing, but flowers is what they want me to say. So I was going to say feathers, but no flowers. There might be a specific flower that you've recently seen or is catching your eye. There's some significance to it. And I'm hearing it's connected to somebody who may have passed on. And it looks like a red color to me. That's just a message I'm getting in, but I want you to receive this message as it comes to you. Those are just some hints I'm getting. That's your reading for this week. Pay more attention. Apparently flowers are part of it, but it can be other symbols that have meaning to you as well. Thank you for letting me read your card today, Jocelyn. Really appreciate it. And I appreciate you being in our community. Liz, you are next. Okay, I'm going to just get the energy changed a little bit here in the cards. And Liz, if you would do the same, close your eyes and hold a situation that you want clarity on or more information on, and ask a question, a clear and open-ended question. Okay. Wow, they're telling me right away it's this card. Okay, we're not having any jumpers today like last week. Here is your card. I'm going to show you the card right facing up, but it was upside down, which has a different meaning. I'm holding it funny because of the shine. I want you to be able to see. This is like a woman dressed in a beautiful gown and almost like a robe over it. And she's named the Web Weaver. And I'm going to read it out for you because I don't think you'll be able to see all those tiny words. So synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. And this card came up upside down. So this is a deck that has a different meaning. The energy shifts when it's up or down. When I look at it upside down, right away I go to this right here. There's like this sparkly feature coming out. Okay, I'm not really good with the pointing thing. It's like sparkles are coming into your hand. That's what I heard and when I saw it. I'm a very visual person, and so that's what came right away. It's flowing literally effortlessly to you. And it seems like you're starting to be more aware of it. I see some energy around this person. It's like, take a different perspective and just let it come to you is what I'm hearing. So that to me is the synchronicity. We often want to control how things come to us, but that's not how we know the universe or the flow works. That's when we start creating resistance and blockages to the flow. And that's what I'm getting. And I see 3 little like sparkle lights. And for me, that's saying these are loved ones and energies around you guiding you at this time. So like if you got a dream from your grandma, you saw your grandma in a dream, there's a message in there about your path. That's just an image. I don't know if that means you had a recent dream of your mom or not your mom, I mean your grandma, somebody grandma-like. They're arriving in your dreams to help you see the things you can't see. So sometimes they do that even in symbolism too in the dreams. Whatever dreams you're having or visions you're having, these are being brought to you by loved ones. And I'm feeling very much loved ones. I'm not feeling like ascended masters or angels. Liz, that was a big one. I hope that resonated. Let me know in the comments. I really appreciate you both being here with me, and let me know if you have any other things you want to share. Please do that in the comments. I have 2 more readings left, and then we will end this live for this week. The next one I'm going to do is for a community member. Her name is Ginnie. And if you are interested in joining, you're welcome very much. Anytime, Liz. And if you are interested in having little bit of a VIP, being treated a little more like a VIP because you get to request a card ahead of time. Please join our community. Our community is of intuitive entrepreneurs, spiritual business owners, witches, mystics, modern mystics, healers, and coaches. And in this space, not only do we do the readings, but we also have the Share Your Thing weekly. This is open to everybody in the community to share their offers, share their blogs, share their podcasts. And then this week, I will be inviting in a member expert. Monthly, I invite one of our members to be showcased in an interview live in our Facebook group. So this week it's Robin Rice, and she's a hypnotherapist, master certified, and she's going to tell us all about how she helps people, what hypnotherapy is about. So tune in, join our community, tune in, and you can ask her questions and see her live. It's 2:30 Central European time on Friday, this coming Friday. Anyway, so there's my spiel. I'm going to do Ginnie now. Getting the energy going. Okay, Ginnie, yours just twisted in. Couldn't be any more obvious. This card is the Horse King. Right away, I go to the number. Sometimes when I call out the number, it has meaning. It could be 42. It could be 4 + 2, which is 6. This is a powerful card. And let me see if I can get it in a way where you can see his face. This is the King, and I always am taken by how this white horse, which has some spiritual symbolism, is bowing. Assistance and control are the two meanings of this card. I want you to really angle in on him. Okay, him. And very stoic, very wise, and understands his confidence. There's a confidence here, and that is felt by the horse, which is why the horse bows. The horse is of service. And all of these things I'm sharing with you, Ginnie, because they have meaning. There's something here for you to see. Being in your confidence, I'm not saying you can tame horses at all, but it means that things work better. They just feel better. There's more words here, but I'm going to let that go. I'm feeling assistance more than control in this card, but I want you to check in when you see this reading, which feels stronger to you. There might be a place that you haven't felt really strong and confident in, and I want you to know that this card is saying you're fine in that area, and you're getting the assistance that you need. So that's the message for Ginnie. All right, I'm going to do my final reading, and then we will call it a day for this week. And this reading is for Tobie. She's also a community member. And thank you for sticking around, whoever's here with me. If you're somebody new, please say hi. While I'm still here, I have time to do another reading. Oh, there's the card. For now, I'm doing Tobie. I'm going to take a quick sip of tea, and then we'll read Tobie's. Tobie, you've got the Rainbow Prince. Once again, I'm going to hold it in a way that you can kind of get a good idea of this card. I appreciate the glossiness of the cards, but it's really hard to, get the video to work right with it because it's shiny. Okay. This means compensation, perseverance. I'm really taken with the energy coming and flowing down into, I assume it's coming down to his hands, but as I'm saying it, I feel like this person's creating those rainbow like things, lights. Thanks, Liz, for sticking around. And this person, let's say that, really knows where it comes from. This is all source, working with source, but it's generated through your hands. That's how I'm feeling this. Right from you're bringing it back up to the cosmos, and there is this bird behind, and I have never ever seen this. It looks like a bird behind the hands, and that's what I'm seeing right now. That might not be the actual depiction, but I'm hearing, yes, just talk about the bird. Something with birds. So birds often are harbingers of messages in the spiritual realm. And that might be a symbol for you. It's almost as if you're getting supported in that way. And I'm hearing there's this like flame here in the center of the card. So this is to do with passion. And since the word compensation's on here, that's the one I'm feeling, but I'm also feeling perseverance, like persevere, keep going, and compensation's coming. That's the messaging I'm just getting from the two words. But that fire, that flame is saying it's about passion. And then the picture of the bird in the background is telling me that that's the support, or those are the signs you've been receiving. It's a huge nudge to just keep on the path that you've been going. Extremely, and I know you, but you've got a lot going for you, and that this is an affirmation to that. All right, Tobie, that was your reading, and thank you for letting me read your card. Ginnie, if I didn't say it, thank you as well. Thank you to all of you, Liz and Jocelyn, for specifically showing up live, and for anyone who comes to this space later. If you feel so inclined, share this with your, friends. Invite them to this channel. I'm doing them for the public now, and I'll do them every Monday at 3 p.m. Central European Time. You can sign up. You can subscribe. You can come over to the community where you can ask for a card ahead of time so you don't have to come to the lives every week. Anyway, it's my pleasure to do this. I love reading cards, so let's keep going. Thank you, Liz, for sticking around. Have a great day.